Well, hello, my friends out there in the internet lands. My name is Jaimelyn Gray, and I welcome you here to You've Got a Thing, an interview thing about Milwaukee theater things. I'm just going to be perfectly honest, and this week I'm a little sideways is the best way that I can put that. I was just trying to deal with my printer for the past hour, and so now I'm crammed for time, and so I'm gonna go through what the Theater Alliance community has available to you this weekend, and then we're gonna pop right into that interview with Clayton Mortl for Pink Umbrella's production of his remount of his A Christmas Carol reading real quick and finish up. And it's just going to be a quick to do this week is what it's going to be. So let's get right into it there. So I just want to talk to you about, first of all, Boswell is still going on here over at Next Act Theater for the next few weeks. It's and if you didn't check out the interview, I did interview Marie Kohler right before the holiday break, and so you can go back in our archives and get that interview in your brain. And it's a really, if you should hear it directly from her, because it's a long story of how this whole Wisconsin premiere of Boswell, this iteration of it, came to fruition over at Next Act. So go to nextact.org, get the tickets that you need to get, and then check out the You've Got a Thing from a couple weeks back to find out more about Marie Kohler's Boswell, directed by Laura Gordon. It's a great story of it tells the story of Joan, a 20th century academic who's chasing these unpublished writings by literary legend Samuel Johnson. And then she gets whisked away into the 18th century, where she encounters James Boswell and his bawdy honesty, and a journey through Scotland, and all of that. And it's a great show. From what I hear. I have not been there yet, but it's a great show from what I hear. So again, nextact.org to check out more information about that. Then next we have, directed by Theater Alliance individual artist member Amanda J. Hall, directed Bing Crosby on the Air over there at Greendale Community Theater. And from what I understand, it was written by, or it was a whole process of tinkerings and revisions for this world premiere production that came from workshops and readings and revisions and all this, and from Matt Zembrowski, and then musical arrangements and transcriptions by Paula Foley-Tillin, and directed by our very own Amanda J. Hall. And it's really just a tribute to Bing Crosby in the holiday season. And you'll get songs like Silver Bells and Christmas in Killarney and things like that. And it's this weekend only. So, plan your calendar the best way that you can. And if you want to go to get there, the quickest way, it's greendaletheater.org is the quickest way. You can also go through Amanda's social media, her Instagram, and that's just Amanda J. Hall, her Instagram, but check that out as well. Again, one weekend only, so get your butts in there. Then next we have Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat had a chat with this is actually an extended run because it's their holiday program from Skylight Music Theater. So that's smtmke.org is the most fun way to get to find Joseph tickets. If you don't know this show, go back and watch the episode that I recorded with Skylight's artistic director Michael Unger, who also directed this production of Joseph. and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And it's a really fun and clever show about the biblical tale of Joseph, Bible and Joseph, and how this jealous brother sold him into slavery, and they turned it into a musical about how he endures, and hope and resilience, and family dynamics and forgiveness, and all of that. And you can again check that out at smtmke.org. That goes all the way through December 28th. So that's the whole month of December you have to get over there. So again, plan your calendar smartly so that you can see all of these things, because that is the best way to get all of the theater catharsis you could possibly want in your life. Then next, this is the production that never ends, although it will have to this weekend, because no, it's next weekend. This graphic up here is actually wrong. I was supposed to find the other graphic that says through December 13th. It's through December 13th. It's through December 13th. And then the Constructivists move in right behind them. So this will have to actually end. But right now they're in their extension. They have new cast members that they put in for the extension. I got the inside track on that from one of the cast members, and it's very fun, and it's very cheeky, and a great Northwoods tale, sort of a whodunit, what, where, when, and why. And it's by Heidi Armbruster, who's having a bit of a moment right now. And it centers around a family-run supper club, and is filled with, family drama and humor and heart and suspense. And that, again, will close December 13th. Not what it says if you're watching this on the internet, not the 7th, as this says, because that's an old graphic. I'm a sassy person, but that's the way that life goes sometimes. So, but to get the final, those last tickets that are floating out there, because this has been sold out for forever. So you're going to want to go to get any of those extension tickets at MilwaukeeChamberTheatre.org. Theater. And there you go on that. And then from our big pals, who are constantly working, we've got the Interchange Theater, the Improv Extraordinaire group that is just, they are just busy over there. And so this week they've got pilot season sketch comedy and Quest and The Young and the Scriptless this weekend. They also have their open mics on Thursday night. So tonight you can check that out, December 4th, to check that. And that's what we've got. Oh, to get tickets and find out more information, you want to go to interchangetheater.com for that and that information. And then there you go. That's what it is. That's what we got. That's life around here at the Milwaukee Theatre Alliance. I did not have time to go and find out all about, December observances. So I'll worry about that next week. But I'm sure you can Google that yourself and find all the information you want about that yourself. If you wanted to do that, you could do that as well. So there you go. But now let's go to that interview with Clayton Mortl, really great artist who works with Pink Umbrella Theater Company a lot. And he'll talk more about that. And we had a great conversation about his remount of his vision and creation of his own individual reading of A Christmas Carol. And that's right now. Alrighty then. So today we have the amazing artist Clayton Mortl with us today, who's an actor, a playwright. What else are you? What are all of your things? What are all of your?
I think you've covered it all.
And you're a board member at the Constructivists. Yes. So and right now you are working with Pink Umbrella Theater Company, which is something that you do quite often. As they are an amazing company. Do you want to, for those people who don't know, do you want to talk a little bit about Pink Umbrella and its mission and your involvement with them?
Yeah, so basically Pink Umbrella is, for people who don't know, it's a theater company of, by, and for disabled people.
Yes.
You know, disabled actors, disabled playwrights, everything like that.
Yes.
And it first started, or it was first founded in 2018, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I went to the first, it was the first session, the first sort of class that they had.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to leave. I wasn't really interested in it. Like the first time I was there, I don't know, it didn't leave much of a good first impression on me for certain reasons.
Interesting.
Well, it was just loud, and I guess I wasn't prepared for it. So,
and people should know. For people who don't know, you do have some auditory sensitivities, right?
Yes, I am autistic, and I do have hearing sensitivity, so I wear earplugs pretty much everywhere I go out in public.
What kind of earplugs have you invested in these days?
Well, speaking of earplugs, freaking train that always runs by my house. I've got this kind, Max.
Oh, okay.
Ultra soft earplugs.
Okay. But you can still hear fairly well with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's fancy stuff out there now with electronic noise canceling and things like that. And I was just wondering if you did anything like that.
I do have noise canceling headphones, and I do bring them with me every so often.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you didn't have the best first impression with Pink, but so what took you back?
Well, my re-involvement with Pink took place in 2020 with the onset of the COVID pandemic. They were hosting these online one-on-one sort of classes, and I decided to take advantage of that, and I really thrived as a result of that. And
Great.
That was when my acting career, I think, began in earnest. I think
Great.
When I started doing that, I had my first paying acting job with them, which was I appeared in Shine with them in 2021, and again at Summerfest in 2022. And
it was a great show. I love that show.
Thank you. I played the role of Pino, the red guy. We all had different colors for our characters. And then I was in Bigger Top, also 2022, which took place at a circus, and I was the ringmaster.
Also a great show.
Yeah, thank you. What else did I do? I was the assistant director of Kaleidoscope in 2023. So I guess I do have some behind the scenes background as well in assistant directing and stage managing and what have you. I guess I forgot to mention that. And then 2024, I started doing this, A Christmas Carol, and we're doing it again this year. Oh, and I have also done some staged readings with Pink Umbrella. One was in 2023. Another one was in earlier this year in October with the Disability Theater cohort. And that was basically just when we all got together over the course of the year, and I was part of the actors group. There were 10 actors, including myself. And we basically just, and there were 10 playwrights
Hmm.
who contributed work, and we all just sort of met and just performed excerpts from the works that they wrote.
The goal being to expand the disability canon, correct?
The list of trying to expand the amount of works that are written of, by, and for disabled people.
Yeah,
So,
and you guys did it, and that's
yep,
great.
yep.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
awesome.
you interviewed me and Pip Buffington
That was
last
also
year.
great. You and for those of you listening or watching, you can go back and find out more about Pink Umbrella's work in the disability canon back in episodes. I don't remember when we did that because I do these weekly, and so everything sort of just blends together.
Yeah.
But I think that was, what month are we in? We're in December.
It's December the 1st.
So it must have been October. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so go back and check that out and learn more about the disability canon. But you're doing A Christmas Carol again this year. This is your second year doing that. And what can you explain the cutting of this? Who's all involved with that, and how did that come to fruition?
Okay, so this all started in, well, again, I proposed it, and I told this story last year as well.
Well, in
but I
case people
proposed
don't
it-
know, there's new people every year.
Yeah. I proposed this, I got the idea for this several years ago. I think it was a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I proposed it initially to two different companies, to Village Playhouse
Uh-huh.
and to Pink Umbrella. And I had to choose between either one of them in presenting the work and just being like, hey, you guys want to do this, And
Yeah.
and so Pink Umbrella, ended up being the ones producing it.
Right on.
And it worked out because Katie Cummings, the artistic director of the company, was looking for something to perform every year around Christmas time, and this fit very well.
Fit the bill, yes.
Yeah, my idea fit the bill,
Yeah.
and she liked the idea of doing a one-man presentation of it, which is not without precedent,
Sure.
because the author, Charles Dickens, actually made his own version of of the novel, just sort of cut it down to size. Like, I think it's about an hour and 30 minutes was the initial cutting that he did.
Right on.
And the novel itself is something like 3.5 hours long. So,
Okay.
and he would perform it in places like England and the United States in the 1850s and 1860s. He performed it in New York in 1867 around Christmas time, and that was an overwhelming success. And then we have people like Gerald Dickens, I think his great-great-grandson has performed it every year for several decades now.
Okay.
And Patrick Stewart, I think, did a one-man version on Broadway. And
the man, the myth, the legend.
Yep. And yeah, so I figured, hey, why not bring something similar
Absolutely.
into Milwaukee? So
Absolutely.
And do it with them. So that's where this all came about, this initial idea. And Amanda Marquardt Rosman, who this year, well, unfortunately, isn't really involved with the production process because of some personal issues that I won't go into. But
yeah, no, it happens.
Yeah, she decided to skip this year.
Okay.
But last year, she took the script that I provided for her, which was actually Dickens' original script that I just copied and pasted and put on a Google document, and
Okay.
then I sent it to her, and she cut it down to about 50 minutes or so from the original
Nice.
90 minutes,
Nice.
and so she did that and
Great.
directed it last year.
Okay.
This year, Katie Cummings is directing it, and
Great.
Rebecca Farr and Olivia Jardis are the other two directors, I guess you could call them.
Well, who's stage managing? Is Rebecca stage managing?
I think that Nick Flannery is doing
Oh,
it
okay.
this
Okay.
year. He did it last year too.
Oh, okay.
And we have Ash Mulholland, who you interviewed for the disability cohort earlier this year.
Huh?
She is going to be. She's the costume designer, and also
Great.
is going to be on stage just as a sort of side character, to non-speaking side character, to dress me up and what have
Right
you.
on.
And then we have Amanda Lejeski, who did this last year too. She's doing the Foley sound effects, sort of like in a radio drama.
That's awesome.
And if she did it last year too.
That's awesome.
So we figured, hey, we'll bring it back this year.
That's great.
And there are some differences between this year and last year.
Okay.
I won't tell you what exactly they are, because I
No,
don't want to spoil it for
no
anyone.
spoilers. No spoilers.
But yeah, there are differences.
Okay.
We tried to make it a little different this year.
Okay, great. So if you saw it last year, you can still see it this year, and you'll be surprised by things.
Yep. I should mention that as of the time that we are recording this interview, because I checked it a bit earlier. Actually, I have it on my phone. I wrote it down. Let's see now. As of the time of filming this interview, which is 1:30 p.m. on Monday, December 1st, because I believe this goes on Thursday.
It goes on Thursdays, yeah.
Okay. There are still 4 tickets available for Friday night.
Oh.
There are 30 tickets available. We're performing 3 performances, and there were 30 tickets for each one.
Okay.
And 4 tickets for Friday evening, which is at 7 p.m.
So it's almost sold out.
Yep. A Saturday afternoon, which is Saturday, December 6th, is at 2 p.m., and that's completely sold out now.
Completely sold out. Okay.
And there are still 7 tickets available right now for
and
Sunday.
Only 7 left. So
yeah,
by the time people see this interview, they might be out of luck.
Yeah, but we will have a recording made available eventually.
Great.
So hopefully.
Great.
We need to talk about that still. But yeah,
It'll
that
happen.
is basically.
Have faith.
Have faith, yeah. Yeah.
Great. That's awesome. So you're almost sold out. It's a little different than last year. You might be able to see it on video sometime this holiday season.
Yep.
And that's all. That's great. And it's also a little bit part of the disability cohort, because it's production by and including and of
disabled people,
disability or disabled artists. Yeah,
yep.
That's great. Awesome. Any other reasons why you think people, if they can get the last tickets that are in there, why people should see this show?
Well, if you compare it to, well, I don't know, other productions of A Christmas Carol, it's definitely different. I remember we had articles last year of talking about the differences between this production and the one at the Milwaukee Rep that they are celebrating their 50th anniversary of this year.
Probably some pretty big differences.
Yeah. first of all, differences in terms of this being their 50th anniversary year, this being our second anniversary year,
Yeah,
but also they have a lot more actors, a lot more people working on it, and
a little
a
bit,
lot more stage design,
a little
a
bit,
lot more, and a bigger theater. You know, the
a little
PAPS
bit,
is like 1,300 people, and
something like that. Yeah,
our room is something like 30 people.
yeah.
More performances that they have. We have three. Um,
But
so
it's intimate. It's it's. I'm gonna imagine because it's you. It's probably a little bit funny.
yeah,
There's probably some humor to it.
yeah, there was last
Yeah,
year. I
there's
know.
humor to it, yeah. And you're gonna see it along with some great people. It'll be a great humorous, intimate experience.
Yeah, it won't all be humorous though. There'll be some sad
Well,
bits.
it's a dark story. It's not exactly it gets a little uplifting at the end, but it at its core, it's a dark story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
great. I'm happy to see you doing this again this so do you think you're going to do it again next year?
Well, I hope so.
And probably you guys should think about doing it at a bigger location.
Possibly. We
Yeah.
don't want to expand it too much because we don't want to expand the seating capacity too much because you know with sensory friendly performances, we don't want there to be too many people crowded in just one room. But
But
maybe I
maybe
can
add one more performance and 20 more seats.
maybe. Um, yeah, I'd have to discuss that with Katie. We could also discuss. I don't know. We do this thing every year where we put the video up for sale for about a month, and
Sure.
I I personally think we should extend it to like if I had it my way, I'd just put it up on our YouTube channel for us to go back and look at time and time again. You know,
Sure.
make it public. But
Sure.
I mean, I don't even know if I hold all the copyright matters, whatever. But
It's edited. It's your own version.
yeah, and it's in the public domain,
And it's in public domain.
so
That's
I
it.
don't see why not.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you Pink Umbrella is a great company for trying to pay artists a fair wage, and that does come at a cost. You do have to make some money to be able to turn that around into the hands of artists.
yeah,
So some of that with just putting getting tickets to view the video is part of that process of being able to pay your artists better.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
thank you
again, I
so
can.
much, Clayton, for coming on again, and I will see you Friday.
Oh, great.
I'm coming
Thank
on
you.
Friday, so
Thank
I
you.
will see you Friday. I already have a ticket. I'm good
Fantastic.
to go.
Thank you.
And so, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what you're doing this year, and that'll be great.
Did you watch it last year? I
I did.
don't know
I
if you were
did.
in the
I don't.
audience.
I was too involved in a very deadly constructivist holiday falling apart,
Oh yeah, yeah.
falling apart from illness, falling ill. The
Yeah,
whole production fell ill, and so that took up my brain space last year. Yeah,
yeah.
but
Did you
but I'm
at
with
least
you
watch
this
the
year.
video of it, or?
I don't think I got to. So this is completely fresh for me.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy it anyway.
But if people want, if you guys can go and check and see if there's any tickets left at pinkUmbrellatheater.org, because sometimes people return tickets, like they realize they get sick, they can't make it. There might be some tickets available. It's always good to check.
Yeah.
But that's Pink Umbrella Theater. That's a TER theater.org. And so, yeah, thanks, Clayton. And I will see you Friday.
See you then.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. There you have it. That's that's what we got around here. That is Mr. Clayton Mortl, a really great artist. Love talking to that kid. He's a smart one, and it's just a real brain and real creative person that I've worked with myself, and just a super good human, and really great sense of humor as well. Really dark sense of humor, which is, I think, why I like him so much. But yeah, so go to Pink Umbrella. Even if Pink Umbrella has a tendency to sell out a lot. So that's just for your knowledge. So, call any number that you can to get a hold of somebody at Pink, or send an email to their info line, and find out if there's any last minute tickets available, or if they're doing standing room, or if they're doing any of those things. And that's just a good lesson for any company. If there's something that you really want to see, and it says that it's sold out, call, or go and walk up to the front door. There's a lot of times people don't show up. A lot of times, some things happen, and people just can't make it. And so there'll be an extra couple seats available that you can check out. And so do that. Go see the theater when you want to go and see the theater. And so that's what we have for this week on You've Got a Thing. Next week, I am not really sure who we have, but I'll post about it on the internet. Follow us on the social medias, and you will be able to figure out who we'll have on next week. And I will talk to you then. So until then, go out and see some theater this weekend, and have yourselves a good evening, or whenever you're listening to this. And we'll talk to you soon on You've Got a Thing.